Theme song.
Somebody save me. Don't care how you do it. Just say.
Don't react like that. Look.
Fucking hell.
I don't.
It's a terrible way to start.
I think
we've just lost
all the
mostly
listeners.
everybody.
Listen, we've got Remy Zero though.
That's
so
true.
they'll be on board. They're gearing up their lawyers. They're ready to sue.
Fucking hell.
Honestly, I don't think they can use the internet. So I think we'll be fine.
Are they still around?
I don't know.
Okay, so basically how this episode's going to work is Mason and I will be taking in turns to name comic book movies that we think have been given an unfair rap. I'm sure none of the movies we're mentioning are perfect, but the idea is that we discuss any redeeming qualities that, they might have. Does that make sense?
I'm on board, sure.
Cool.
I love redeeming qualities.
Sure.
In fact, redeeming qualities are a prime factor of superhero movies generally.
That's very true.
It's all about redemption.
Okay, do you want me to kick things off?
Yes, please.
Also, full spoilers for all these movies that we're discussing. So if we name a movie and you haven't seen it and, you don't want to know anything about it, skip ahead an amount of time to the next thing.
At least an hour.
At least an hour. Okay. Alright, X-Men The Last Stand. I thought I'd start with that.
Okay.
Thoughts on that in general?
I like X-Men The Last Stand.
Do you think it's the best X-Men movie?
No!
Do you think it's the worst X-Men movie?
No, wait. It's the worst X-Men group movie.
But I would say it's not the worst X-Men movie, that is Wolverine Origins. Probably second worst. But I don't think it's still that bad a film in general.
Okay, so it's got the Juggernaut.
Yeah.
And who was apparently brought in to satisfy the internet meme.
That's
If I'm
right,
the Juggernaut bitch, they decided to put that in. So that's points against. Sure.
That's, I was going to say Ving Rhames. It's Vinnie Jones. Yeah.
It is Vinnie Jones, yes.
He's just in a big rubber muscle suit. It didn't work out at all. It's just a big, weird looking...
Why would you? They'll CGI over the top. You know what they probably did is they probably said, hey, we'll put this ridiculous looking, unrealistic rubber muscle suit on you. It doesn't look like the muscles of any human ever, and we'll CGI that over the top of and he's like, I'm on board, and then they didn't.
Definitely.
He annoyed somebody in
visual
effects. Yeah, he glassed somebody in visual effects, and they're like, what, just leave it.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Looks great.
Yeah,
doesn't look great.
Okay, give me some good points.
Okay. As far as the look of it goes, it looks like the other two. Like, if you put them side by side, visually, they're pretty close. And I know that's not great. That's not like a big redeeming quality, but it's something. It lines up. I guess it sort of looks like it was shot by the same person, even if it doesn't. It's clearly not when you watch the actual movie. Does that
I'm on board, sure.
Other thing, there are some good action sequences. The bridge, remember when Magneto, he lifts the bridge?
Oh, he lifted the bridge!
And he moves the bridge, and then
I'm back on board, James. I'm back on board.
Great, that's an amazing scene, amazing. I think that was originally going to be in another X-Men movie, and they pushed it back to this one, so it might have actually been something that Bryan Singer wanted to do, and then kind of, what's his name, Brett Ratner just picked up the scraps and...
I hope that in the whiteboard in the Fox production offices, there was just they've written mutants on the whiteboard, and then just above that, they've written bridge. Somebody lifts a bridge. That's priority number one, and it just got buried.
They did it. Eventually.
They finally did it.
Also, I thought, and this will probably be the second last thing I want to say about this. It's an okay way to cap off the trilogy. It kind of wraps everything up. It kills Professor Xavier sort of, because he's in the post-credit scene.
It explodes him, sure.
Explodes him, and then he's in another body at the end, which I think they're going to explain more in the Days of Future Past.
I don't think they will, though.
They will, won't they? You saw the Wolverine?
Yes. And he's in the post-credit sequence.
He's in the post-credit sequence. Post-credit sequence?
Post-credit sequence.
Yeah, that's it. But...
Where are they going? I guess so, but...
I think the idea is, though, I think I remember reading somewhere that that's his twin brother in the coma, so that's how he comes back. Does that make sense?
No, but...
Because why would he be paraplegic, though? Also?
But comic book logic, so that's fine. You know what, it's fine. I'm on board.
Good. And they completely ballsed up the Jean Grey saga. The whole Jean Grey saga, the Phoenix saga. There's a lot of things that just don't work. 1-inch Spikes guy. The guy whose power has the
my
spikes.
Favourite villain.
He's like Porcupine Man. I don't know what he's actually called. He's in Lost. That guy, you don't like Lost.
No,
I don't like Lost. I watched it all.
I mean,
wish I didn't.
He's the only villain whose your only inherent danger is if you're trapped in a phone booth with him.
Yeah.
And then you're in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, that's... God, terrible. But look, I think all in all, it's not that bad. Are you on board with me on that?
Yes.
Good.